All right, Lagarde also talked about financial risks. She talks about asset valuations, shadow banking. How much of a concern is that for you?
I guess I share some of those concerns. I don't share them completely. I think when you look at the stock market, I think the values make a little bit more sense compared to what's going on. Price earnings ratios aren't all that stretched. It's true the market doesn't go down that much, but then you look at where the bond market is, you look at the low level of interest rates, and this is the thing. You have a hard time really having a big sell on the stock market in this environment. We are still growing. Corporate earnings are still growing, and so you grow into your stock prices. And as long as the multiples aren't too stretched, it's not really a problem. The shadow banking system, it handled itself pretty well in the financial crisis. Everybody worries about it, but it handled itself pretty well in the financial crisis.
And you mentioned our stock market, of course. We have not had much reaction to the situation, for example, in the Ukraine, in the Middle East that she talked about. What's your assessment there in terms of how much risk that is, not only to our stock market, but really to the overall economy? And are we insulated, especially with our new energy situation here?
Well, the energy situation gives us a buffer, and that's really a very important change from in the past. The situation in the Middle East, and this would have had a much bigger impact. But of course, there are problems with energy in Russia, in Europe from Russia. The Russians have been delaying deliveries to a lot of European countries, and it's not being reported in the headlines, but it's happening. And there is a little bit of worry among European countries about who's getting the scarce energy deliveries. And Russia hasn't said anything. The deliveries are just not what they were supposed to be. And so this is just occurring kind of behind the scenes, but it is occurring, and everybody's just a little bit wary about what it means, where it will go, and whether it will become a full-blown policy.
How vulnerable do you think Europe is right now?
Oh, very vulnerable. They get their energy, their gas supplies from Russia, and in the short run, there's no alternative.